Welcome back. We are at the end of the 2022 MLB season. As a New York Mets with Buck Showalter as the manager. You can see we won the NL East. 102 wins, 60 losses. Jeff McNeil, your NL batting champ. Alonso finished up there in home runs. I mean, Bellinger lapped the field practically. But Alonso came in third. Lindor third in WAR. And let's see. Luis Castillo led the league in ERA. Carrasco was second. DeGrom third in wins. DeGrom second in strikeouts. But expanded standing-wise, we actually underachieved our run differential by 5 wins. Our plus 237 was second best in the league to the Dodgers, who were plus 291. You know, part of that is we were 8-9 in extra inning games, 23-24 in one-run games. In terms of the team info, pretty good second half. 17-8, 18-9, 21-7, only 3-5 in October, but runs scored, we ended up third. You can see we were top 2, top 5 really across a lot of the offensive categories. ERA first across the board, first in runs allowed. First in defensive efficiency, first in zone rating. Love to see all these things. We've got some injuries, though, man. Carrasco, Stroman, and Verlander are all out. Verlander's out for the year. Carrasco's out for the year. Verlander went out in mid-August. Carrasco went out late September. Stroman went out early to mid-September. Stroman will be back in a week. Those other 2 dudes are gone. So how'd the season turn out? It's a good question. Thank you for asking. So let's go by WAR, maybe. I go back and forth. Which one do I want to do? So Lindor 7.7, great offensive season. Same with Seager. He came on so strong in the second half after struggling early. He was like Corey Seager, in the second half. McNeil, just a tremendous season from him. Robles, only 80 games, and he put up 3.5 WAR. So, looking at a 7 WAR season if he hadn't got hurt. Dom Smith, a solid season. Correa, he came on, man. 2.3 WAR, a 92 OPS plus. He recovered a bit. I wouldn't say it was what we wanted. But you could see here his WRC plus was in the 80s all season. Then he went 118 in September, 120 in October. So he came on strong in September, October. He salvaged his season, I would say, to where it isn't embarrassing. 2.3 WAR is really good. Or not really good. It's a little above average with a below average bat. So his glove was good, but I don't know. Maybe he can pick it up. Maybe he found his footing finally in New York. But good to see him at least come on a little bit. Chris Taylor had an excellent season in part-time due to a 140 WRC plus. Kiermaier with us, just the 81 WRC plus. WAR's a little above average, but he held the fort down until Robles came back, which is cool. Real Muto was fine. Nimmo was fine. Alonso ended up just 1 WAR and a 105 WRC plus. That's not going to cut it as a DH. It's not going to cut it at all. He's arbitration eligible. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know that he'd be back next year. Guillorme didn't play too much. Almora was Perez was awful. Pitching side of things, our WAR, man. Luis Castillo 7.3 R WAR, just 3.6 WAR, which is 3.6 WAR is fine, but 2.43 ERA, 3.75 FIP. DeGrom was okay. ERA plus was 117. FIP minus was 91. He's better than average, but not a DeGrom season. Let's see what else. Robbie Ray, how'd he do for us? So he ended up pitching 41 innings with 1.4 WAR, 0.6 R WAR, an ERA plus of 126, a FIP minus of 54, a 29 strikeout to walk percentage, 29%. That worked out well with him in the bullpen. Gossman, not a great season from him, just 1 R WAR, a little disappointing. Diaz, Giselman, Anderson, all awesome out of the bullpen. Canely was pretty good. So that's the squad. That's where we're at. And let's see if they have the so they don't have the postseason set up yet. So let's I'm gonna hop ahead a couple days. We'll get into like our postseason matchup, postseason roster, all that, and see if we can bring this thing home. All right, so it's postseason time. We're gonna face the Cardinals. As we all know, Cardinals have one of the most insufferable there it is, insufferable fan bases in all of sports. So really hoping we get the W here. And let's go ahead and look at how they did this. So you'll notice they have Jorge Soler and Eddie Rosario, who are two players who are not with them in real life. Soler had a decent year for a guy who's just all bat. 1.5 WAR. WRC plus is fine. Rosario, I'm not really sure why he's still batting fifth in DH because he put up a 63 WRC plus and -1 WAR. So yeah. Paul Goldschmidt didn't really have a very good year. Was below average with the bat. Tommy Edman, below average with the bat. Dylan Carlson had a very good year. 132 WRC plus. Arenado, good year. Very good year. So yeah, they were 12th in runs scored in the NL. Runs allowed, they were third. So pitching is their strength for sure. Expanded standings wise, they overachieved. Oh my goodness, look at this. So they were a plus 60, which would put them at 88 and 74th with Pythagorean, and they won 92 games. Oh my gosh, the Brewers had a plus 149, but only won 86 games. And 97 was their Pythagorean. They did play the Padres, who were probably like, oh, great, we played this team who underachieved in a one-game playoff. But the Padres did win that game. So we are going in to the postseason with a rotation of, it looks like DeGrom, Castillo, Gausman, and then Peterson. You can see the bullpen here. And lineup-wise, Almora is not on our playoff roster because we have Kiermaier. And we still don't have any of these pitchers back. Of course, Verlander and Carrasco are done for the year. Stroman will be back here probably for the next series. So that's our club. What I'm thinking is here, and there might be some background noise because I got laundry going, and I'm also multitasking. Well, no, I'm not multitasking. It's an overused word and an overrated word. But I do have the baby monitor here because who knows when nap time is going to end. But, you know, I'm the GM of the New York Mets, and it's postseason time, so baby's gonna have to cry, you know. So let's. I think what I'm gonna do is just here. Let's go to the day. I think I'm just gonna like finish the day, look at the box score, and then if we get into like an elimination game, maybe we'll go into it. But yeah, that would be interesting if I was in the middle of an elimination game and the baby woke up. So let's go ahead and get game one out of the way. Let's see what happens. Oh, we lost. Stroman's eligible to come off. I need to send you on a rehab assignment, though, even though there's no... Oh, right. All right. So we're just going to add you to the active roster, but not the postseason roster. So we lost game 1, 3-0. So Jack Flaherty shut us down, which it looks like he did over the course of the season to a lot of teams. You can see he put up 3.9 WAR, 4.6 R WAR in the 2022 season. 2021 was rough for him, but he bounced back. And he just shut us out. So how many innings did he went 7 innings of 3-hit ball, and then Jordan Hicks came in. DeGrom, not a very good start from him. 4 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks. He did strike out 9. But 7 base runners across 4 1/3. 3 of them came in to score. When did they score their runs? They scored 2 in the second and 1 in the third. You can see for us... Taylor came off the bench at one point for Alonso. Robles and McNeil had multi-hit games. I love that look, I'm not a huge batting average guy, but McNeil had is on base and slugging. Everything was pretty elite here, and he's batting 7th in the lineup. Come on, Buck. Anderson shut it down. 3 innings from Nick Anderson with a 30 stamina. Okay, well, talk to you in 7 weeks. Wait, how's he? He's only at 56%, slightly tired after 32 pitches. That's really surprising to me. All right, so we're down 1-0 early here in the series. Let's see what game 2 brings for us. See if the offense can wake up at home. Oh, the offense did not wake up. We're in trouble. Our back's against the wall. Oh, man. See, I talk trash on the Cardinals. I talk trash on Rosario, their fan base, and now it's just coming back to haunt me. He had a 2-run homer and a 2-1 win. Guy did nothing all year. Should have been DFA'd back in, like, July. Yet here we are. He had 2 doubles in the first game, and now he has the decisive 2-run homer in game 2. Oh, man. We got our runs. We got our run off a solo home run from Nimmo. Not a lot else going on there. And pitching-wise, Castillo pitched well. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, but 2 of the guys came in to score because he gave up that long ball. Robbie Ray pitched well. Tommy Canely pitched well. So, yeah. So our backs are against the wall here. So let's see what we can do about this. So will it be Gossman pitching for us? Yeah, it's Gossman against... I know I can do this through a different way, but I'm just doing it this way. Adam Wainwright, who had a good season. Doesn't strike a lot of guys out, though. We are going to St. Louis for this game, which I believe is a pitcher-friendly park. I'm not sure how out of the park rates it. Yeah, okay. Pretty pitcher-friendly here, especially for home runs for righties. So, doing a vibe check on the baby monitor. Looks like we've still got no motion up there yet. So let's hop into this game. We got to win 3 in a row here. I mean, you know, we're down 2-0 to a team that basically was an 86-win team this year. Oh, Alonso does have bronchitis, by the way. Moderate effect on what? Oh, running. Minimal on everything else. I mean, look at this. I mean, we're just the better team everywhere. But we're down 2-0. All right, let's get it going. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to skip by the half inning for now. So nothing doing in our half of the first, nothing doing there. So we're now in the bottom of the second. So they got a run in the bottom of the second. How'd they do that? A solo home run from Arenado. Okay. At least it wasn't Rosario. All right, top of the third. Can we get it going? Nope. All right, bottom of the third. They did nothing. So now we're in the top of the fourth, 1-0. We're down still. Looks like Nimmo is up. All right, we didn't do anything. And I'm just hitting this half inning button here for now. So Gossman is going into the fourth. He's thrown 41 pitches through 3. They did not score again. All right, how many? Wainwright is only at 38 pitches through 4 innings. So, all right, well, we got to run that inning. Got to run. It was, looks like McNeil doubled homer run. Let's check it out. What's going on here? Why is it not letting me go down beyond the second? All right, let's go in this way. I don't know what's going on there. Huh, something weird happening here when I'm like scrolling down. Okay, here we go. So Dom Smith walked a full count walk, and then Lindor grounded out Smith the second, and then McNeil doubled him home. And then Correa flew out, and then Real Muto struck out looking. Okay, so it's in the fifth. Buck still sticking with Gossman. We'll skip ahead by a half inning, and they scored again. That's irritating. How'd they get that? A solo home run from Harrison Bader. All right, well, let's skip ahead another half inning. Let's answer. Oh, yeah, we answered. Cool. What do we do? All right, so Robles singled. Nimmo doubled him home. Seager struck out. Alonso flew out. Smith singled in a run. Okay, cool. It's a couple RBS hits, an RBI double, RBI single. Gossman is still in, and he coughed up the lead. It's 4-3 now. Really wish I was managing this game instead of letting Buck leave our starting pitcher in too long. So it was a 2-run home run from Goldschmidt. And Nick Anderson's now in, so he at least has Gossman out, but we're down again. So let's skip ahead a half inning again. Oh, yeah. Oh, we went up 7-4. Okay. That's great. Game log, let's see what we did here. So McNeil walked. Correa singled. Realmuto doubled him home. And then Robles doubled home Correa. And then Seager hit a sac fly. Wow, cool. 4 runs on 4 hits. Nice. All right, let's go ahead another half inning. Still 7-4. Here's our half again. So now it's our half of the 9th. It's still 7-4. Bottom of the 9th, Tommy Canley's on. All right, and we won 7-4. Let's see, we had 10 hits. Robles, Nimmo, Smith, all with multi-hit games. Gossman went to 5 2/3, and the bullpen shut it down. Nick Anderson, Tommy Canley, good work. So now we've got another game, and I think we will just go ahead and do finish today. Terrifying to know the season might end right here. And the season did end. We lost 5-4, bottom of the 9th. So they walked it off. How? How did they walk it off on us? An RBI single by Dylan Carlson. Well, that's annoying. So Seager went 3 for 5 with 2 runs driven in. Realmuto went 1 for 4 with 2 RBI. Lindor, a multi-hit game. Nimmo batted 9th for some reason, and then came out with an injury. Yep. So David Peterson, put into duty because we have 3 starters out, 3 starting pitchers out. So, Peterson was our 4th starter instead of our 7th starter, and he didn't pitch well. Robbie Ray pitched well. Nick Mears. Canley gave up so it looks like the Diaz came in, but the run was charged to Canley. Were we ever up in this game? No, we were down 3-0, then 3-2, 4-2, and then we tied it in the 7th. And then the Cardinals walked it off in the 9th. So pretty disappointing to lose to a team who clearly was, inferior to us. We were just the better team all around over the regular season, position by position, our lineup, we were just better, and we weren't better over this 5-game series, though, unfortunately. So let me just go into the playoffs then. So it's the end of season 2 of the Buck era. You can watch this play out here. The Dodgers bested the Padres. So it's the end of season 2 of the Buck era. Dodgers Rays. And we've got one more season left. We have a bunch of guys whose contract is up. A lot of the core is back. I think DeGrom might have an opt-out if he'd like it. I doubt he'll take it after the year he had, but stranger things have happened. You can see the Dodgers look like they're on the verge. Yep, the Dodgers won the World Series over the Rays. Well-deserved here with the 3-1 win over the Padres, swept the Cardinals, and then beat the Rays in 5. So, yeah, I'll show you here. So, thank you. 651. Not what we wanted, though. A nice score indeed. So let me just show you the contract page here of what we're dealing with. So, it looks like DeGrom is going to opt out. We're at the start of the offseason. Wow, yeah. Oh, shoot. Seager opted out too. Oh, never mind. He didn't opt out. Executes contract option year. Okay, never mind. I was like, man, Seager and DeGrom. So DeGrom is opting out. He was due $33 million or something, and he had an okay year, but he's 34, and it wasn't like a DeGrom year. He's looking for 4 years. I'm probably going to do what I need to do to bring him back because we've got 1 year left, and I'm going to go nuts. Oh, man, but okay. So that threw me for a loop. Was not expecting that. We've got a team option on Carrasco. Diaz is a free agent. Team option on Kiermaier. Then Verlander, but man, he's cooked. Torn flexor tendon, he's 39. Nimmo's a free agent. Roberto Perez, he's too expensive for a backup catcher at this point. McNeil is due for a huge raise. Smith, Alonso, Robles, all due for big raises. Canley, the anchor of our bullpen, is a free agent. Lugo, Miller, I think we'll move on from them. Taylor had a good season for us. Albert Almora is a good backup center fielder because 70 range guys are just hard to come by. 3-year deal seems a little excessive. We'll see what happens there. And Giselman. I mean, Betances wasn't even up this year. Giselman was a good part of our bullpen. He had a nice season for us. Robbie Ray and Marcus Stroman are both free agents as well. So we'll see. We have a ton of decisions to make, and obviously like a lot of if-then scenarios of, if we keep this guy, then we're not keeping these two, or if we don't keep this guy, then we'll trade that guy and bring in a replacement. That whole putting the puzzle pieces together part of the offseason that I really enjoy. So that's all for this episode. We'll come back with more of like I'll kind of let you know the offseason plan, and we'll go through the offseason as we enter our final season of the Buck Showalter era. Hopefully we can get Buck his ring. It's tough not to have it done it this year with how good of a squad I feel like we put together, but some underachieving, some injuries, and then just a bad postseason performance. But thanks for watching this video. Talk to you guys in the next one, where we'll lay out our offseason plan to try to bring Buck his ring in our third and final year.